That's it. Sub 39. Not even sub 40, sub 39. Alright, so let's just go through this pretty quickly because I want to make a shorter video, and honestly because, oh, let me activate all of this. Mostly because there's nothing much to explain. I just Chakram here and whip here. The first part was actually pretty difficult because I need the Chakram to come back to me. Well, actually I didn't need to. Turns out I didn't even need that Chakram, but you know, it's the start of the run and I wanted to make sure I have enough Chakrams by the end, you know. So I really wanted to get this Chakram back. So the only way I could do it was just double jump here, throw the Chakram like really late around here, and then have it like bounce back off the wall, and I just double jump at like almost at the end. So just catch it like that. Next part. This might be improvable. I don't know. Probably not. I'm standing at the exact ideal 10 here. Also, I'll do this to show you exactly on the frame that this appears. Yeah, 2 shurikens and a chakram. You know, it's enough to kill him. And I exit immediately. Here, not much to explain. Let's just skip it. This part's obvious. Damage boost, and then I jump at the first possible moment. Chakram. And okay, so speed doesn't matter here, like how fast I kill him. Like, I don't kill him as quickly as possible because it doesn't matter. You know, it's a Chakram and a gun, you just saw it. And by the time I reach here, I'm already exiting, like, the door's already open. If I can reach here earlier, which is entirely possible if I could find out how, this is pretty complicated to explain, but I have to be looking right when I'm jumping towards like the left, right, around here, so that I can throw a shuriken and a gun and a bullet towards the right. So from here, I have to turn right for 1 frame, and that loses 2 frames because I could have been walking left at that for 1, and either that or I could have been just standing still, but I don't do either of that. I turn right, so that loses 2 frames. I could have went left, but instead I go right. You get what I mean. So if I could turn right when I land here, that would be good. But I land here, I'm still the Caltrops hitbox doesn't appear by the time I land here. So I just basically just stand at this area for no reason. So I might as well just keep walking to the left until the Caltrops hitbox appears. At which point I would be like pushed. I would be boosted, damage boosted to the left. I don't really know any better way to do this, but if there's just a faster way to go left and kill this boss a bit like decently quick, then I could save time here. But screw that. Also, I'm not going to explain any of this. No. And here in the low expert run, I align with this top wall, but that's not necessary here because I just okay, so first of all I double jump because single jumping makes you lose 1 frame, but double jump doesn't, so obviously double jump is the way to go. And I single jump here because I have to, and I grab onto this, and you know, it's faster to wall kick, and when you do that your speed goes like, it goes all crazy. So aligning this early doesn't matter. I have to align after this boost, and I align with this ladder. I do the usual thing. You see how? In fact, I'm just gonna start over because I'm gonna show you that. Nope, skip that. Okay, so I just want to show you. I land here. I could be holding left at this last frame, then I would only lose like 1 frame, I guess. But instead I have to do this, and then you see me visibly go left. Yeah. So I lose 2 frames instead of like 1, I guess. Alright, I just want to show you this thing. I have to go right a bunch, and then just before I touch the wall, which is at 590, I start jumping, and then I do like the lowest possible jump. This is basically frame perfect. Is it? Yeah, it should be. Maybe, no, okay, so I have to do exactly a 2 frame jump and then grab the wall. So this is kind of frame perfect, but it is the lowest possible jump and grabbing onto the wall. And then 10 frames later, I start falling, and usually I'd be falling like for like 6 frames or 10 frames, but here I start falling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just that's it. and I'm on the floor. And then I just, you know. Alright, so here well, there's not much to explain here. What was I going to explain again? Well, you know, I did the ladder here. Alright, so what I want to explain, I deliberately didn't want to tell you earlier, sooner, because I wanted to show you here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, does the eyeball... No, it's not even close. It looks like it's pretty close, but, you know, I dodged the eyeballs pretty well. Here, nothing important. I just grabbed the wall. I would usually land on the floor and, what do you call that? I would face plant, and I'd be like on the floor for like 60 frames, and that would be a huge time loss. But luckily I just grabbed the wall, and turns out when I start falling, 1, 2, that's it. So it's pretty lucky that I can grab the wall really, really late. And then, you know, I just use the thing. Here is pretty different. So I go to the left, like all the way here, because I can get in a line here. I just realized this whole screen is going to be pretty complicated. So I grab a really good align at the exact like point. Maybe I should reset this to show. I'm going to have to... Okay, so let's get my mouse cursor out of the way. So I go... Okay, so you can see where I am with this with the yellow lines. I go left, and I go a certain amount, and then I jump. So you can see I just I immediately get pushed downwards here. I'm at 534, and I'm trying to get a certain line, and this wall is the closest to this wall, like without being inside the wall itself. So yeah, this is the best I could do with this, sadly. So here I'm at 534, but if I push, look at this area, I guess. Man, I can't remember all that well, but hopefully I'm correct about this. Also, I'm just gonna black this all out. Yeah, I press right, and that pushes me to the left, because walls, you know, if you push against the wall, it pushes you out. So I press left, and it pushes me to the left, and that gets me a 530, and that's perfect. I get that align, and I come up here. If I could jump a bit like earlier, instead of going all the way to the left like here, that would save some time, because, you know, I have to spend time walking left, and that's a time loss. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing like that that I could do here. Maybe back at Pazuzu if I do something. I don't know. But let's just keep going with this. Let's go back here, and I, you know, the usual. And then I do a second jump, and here I'm holding left, right, I mean, and that pushes me out of this wall, and that pushes me down on this platform. And then I press up immediately because I want to align, because I need to go into the wall again and raindrop again. If it wasn't for that, I don't really need to, you know, grab the wall and all that. But I need to align, and that was the fastest way to get the align. There was no better way to do it. If I had just let myself fall, I would have landed on the floor like 2 frames faster. So grabbing onto that wall and resetting my watch here again. So grabbing onto this wall and resetting my falling velocity lost that many frames. So that's unfortunate, but let's keep going. And I do the same thing like 3 times like that. And I'm down here, and I do it again. Actually, so I 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm doing this 4 times. The same trick that I showed you. Here, instead of, you know, just walking into the right wall, I press against the left, and that pushes me into the right wall. So that's a bit different, but it's still raindropping. You know, it's the same thing. Now the mermaid, I'm gonna go through frame by frame. You can watch the start of the video to see how badass this is. But you know, I throw a chakram and shuriken, you know, way in advance, and then I get my gun and I shoot, and 10 frames later shoot again, and then 10 frames later shoot again. And you see how the shuriken is actually faster. It's actually faster than the chakram. So it's gonna. That's why I threw the shuriken last, because all of these projectiles, I want all these projectiles I want them to hit as soon as possible. So I threw the Chakram first, and it managed to hit last. And this is pretty cool. You know, I don't know how this works. I was basically just taught by Raindrop Dry RDD to do this, because he does this in his RTA runs. I just use it, but it's like, it's pretty cool. Yeah. So when you're basically kind of submerged in water, you hold onto a wall and you wall jump. And I let go of jump. And here I want to jump immediately on the frame, on the very next frame. So I just do a pause buffer, and I jump again. And now I'm gonna come out of the water. There we go. And you can just see my speed is actually pretty fast here. Yeah, and I reach all the way here. It would be really good. It'd be really good if I can go from here and clear this like entire place. But it just happens to be that this platform. If it wasn't for this platform, I would actually clear this entire thing. But no, this platform. Because of that, I bonk onto this and I land on this platform. So I lose my speed. So now I'm just back at the normal speed. You know. Also, you know, unlike the Argus fight back there, I'm just gonna ignore this Chakram. So I just, you know, you can see I kind of tried to grab it, and then I just gave up, because by then I realized I had plenty of Chakrams. So trying to get into this door on the right frame, I double jump, and I get in. And not really good though, because I lose one frame. If I can land on the floor on the when this is 10.87 or something like that, then that would have been optimal. But I'm all the way back here. I go forward one frame, and now I go another frame, and I start going into the door. So also I was at 10.87. That was also bad. I need to be at I need to be at least at 10.43 or lower, somewhere between 10 to 10.43. That is the most optimal for frame and for the timer, because it's just I go through the door and I come out on the other screen like 2 frames earlier that way. Anyway, that all doesn't matter right now. I remember I tried this as hard as I could. It's just, there's not much I can do with that. Let's go to the next one. I mean, this is basically the same thing I did with the other one. You know, I don't, you know, I'm gonna reset just to show you, because why not? You need to see this, right? It was so what did I throw first? I threw a Chakram? No. Okay, you know what? I actually don't. Okay, I used a whip, and then yeah, I used a whip. The whip is gonna be important, and then I throw a Chakram, and then I use a key sword right here. See that? So that's the whip. Spalder is left behind here. So that does 4 damage, although you can't see it because this is covering the number. But it does 4 damage. The whip Spalder does 4 damage, and then the Chakram does 12 damage, and I do 8 damage. So right now this thing is 50 health. I'll remove the yellow lines, and you'll see it does. Now half of the damage is already gone. And then I do another damage, another, and now here you'll see that I take the key sword back in. So now I only have this. So I have nothing else to attack with, right? But I have the Spalder still there. So I do that. See, the hitbox that does 8 damage is not there, but I still have the one that does 4 damage. So that's good. It's possible that I didn't think of a way to save 2 frames here, basically. Like, if I can do 4 more damage somehow, then... Or just 2 more damage. If I can just do 2 more damage, like, way early on, somehow, then I can save 2 frames here, but no, I can't. So, and then obviously there's the meme here. I throw a rolling shuriken. What next? What did I throw? Oh, I throw a flare, and then I throw a flare. Oh no, this is a earth spear. Sorry, this is an earth spear. This is a flare. That's a bomb, and then that's a Chakram, and that's Caltrops. What did I shoot? A gun. Okay. Shield, because I don't know. Shuriken, rolling shuriken, flares. This is all frame perfect. Look at how I'm just going left and right. More Caltrops, a gun, shield, shuriken, rolling shuriken, and now I just start dancing. And then I jump, right? Oh, I jumped the wrong direction. I should probably fix that. See if I should do this. Left. Right. How far do I need to clear this? I'm lazy. Look, if you want me to do like if you want to see swag strats in these TASs, then you do it yourself, because I'm a noob. I'm just new to all this, so yeah, I'm so new to this that I can't even. Oh, hey, I just realized this is all I need to do. Left, and let's see. Let's change this. Can you see what I'm editing here? Yeah, let's change this right now to like 10, 20, 30, 30. 30 equals left and not right. So that should change everything there. Let's just see how that works. Man, look at me just killing them all. Except I'm not the one doing it. TAS is doing it. Alright, now look at this. Oh man, he's going for the damage! That's a good ending screen, actually. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that's it. That's what you have there. 38.93 seconds. Thanks for watching. This video lasted. Oh man, it lasted like a fourth of the other video, which lasted an hour of explanation. That's good because, you know, I'm speedrunning commentary. So I just stop here. Should probably do some other videos too. It's gonna take me a very long time to do the other tasks though, so we'll see. They turned out to be way more complicated than this, and I've been doing these tools as speedruns for like definitely more than 3 months. I've been doing these for a while, man. I need a break, so technically I'm almost done with one certain task, but it's been really difficult. Let's see how it goes. Don't expect anything for a while. I don't know, if you want me to do a certain type of video like Minecraft or Camera Obscura or something that no one cares about, then post it in the comments and I'll be at least the one person who cares about a little bit, even, or a lot. I think that's all I have to talk about here, so thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop this and stop being sappy and shit and cheesy.